As we wrap up, I want to ask you a couple of questions since you've been in the startup space for a while. What advice would you give for young entrepreneurs?
I think have a vision. Make sure that you have a vision. Make sure that you're not pursuing a company and your vision is to sell the company. Think about what it is you're trying to accomplish and then single-mindedly pursue that vision. You're going to have a lot of distractions. There's a ton of noise. There's all kinds of challenges and hurdles. And this was my first time launching a company. So I got to see all this pretty recently. There's a lot of stuff that's going to go wrong. There's a lot of things you don't expect. And so having that North Star, I think, is really key. Knowing what it is you're building and staying laser focused on that.
And finally, what skills do you use now? Do you wish you would have paid more attention to back in college or the early start of your career?
So there's a skill that I used a lot in the early part of my career that I didn't expect to use in the later part of my career, which is creativity. I spent some time as a graphic designer. I actually went to art school way back, and I didn't expect that when I transitioned into technology, that creativity would be important and being able to create and design a solution that pleased the customer. I didn't expect that to be important. So I just dropped that notion when I was going into tech, and now I'm realizing that that's incredibly important. And then the other would be that I didn't focus at all on early in my career and that I've found is really important. I think most folks later in their career might agree with this, is that business, no matter what level you're at, no matter what you're doing, if you're an entrepreneur or a big company or whatever, it is about people. And spending more time and more effort on kind of people skills and learning how to network effectively and those kinds of things is something that they sure don't teach you in college. And I think it's something that's incredibly valuable later.
Yeah, I learned my networking in my fraternity, so it definitely was not part of my business training, much to my parents' chagrin. But to be honest, a lot of that I probably use more of that now than some of the accounting classes I took. Right. Hey, George, thanks for your time today. How can retailers or other partners get a hold of you?
Yeah, they get. Feel free to email George at Pathr.ai, Pathr.ai.
Awesome. Thanks for the time today. I appreciate it, and good luck.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Appreciate you having me on.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode. For more info, refer to the pod notes below. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving us a 5-star rating and review. It really helps us grow. I'm your host, Jeff Roster, analyst at large. If you want to connect, follow us on Twitter at JeffPR or at BrianSathianathan, or connect with us on LinkedIn. Visit my website at roster.retail.com or Brian's at iterate.ai. Until next time, stay safe and have a great week.